Ever since World War II began, the American tank industry sought to create a design to replace the M3 Lee in the field, and thus created the Emperor Sherman. The Emperor Sherman becomes the workhorse of the Allied powers, up to the end of the Second World War. The Sherman during those times adapted and evolved to counter problems, from the mighty 76 cannon to the thickest of the frontal armor of the jumbo. The Sherman variants are really diverse than any tanks in the war. And 5 years later, the French designed the Revalorise. Hello, my name is Marco from Marco Polo, and welcome to Tank Lore. In this episode, we're gonna talk about the mighty French Super Sherman. The Sherman Revalorise is a Tier 8 medium tank. It's not any medium tank you'd be expecting, but it's a medium tank that seems far-fetched on its tier. The Sherman Revalorise is what you'd be expecting from it: a Tier 5 chassis and a very tall profile. But don't get ahead of yourself when dealing with this tank. The Revalorise may have a very tall profile and untiered armor, but it has a decent depression angles, which combines good with its tall profile. Despite all of its negativity, it comes with a powerful 105 gun. This beast of a gun can compare to most 105s of Tier 10 medium tanks. It has a decent mobility thanks to its new engine, and with it, it can catch up to most Tier 8 counterparts. In the 1950s, the Sherman, of various modifications, was supplied to the French as part of the NDAP. The French Design Bureau started modernizing the vehicle with the goal of improving its firepower. This initiative was followed by a modernization program for the Israeli Defense Forces, which was called the Sherman M51 and the Sherman M50. The tank never saw service in France, but it was sole service on the IDF. So how do you play this tank? In this map, Castilla, as a medium tank, capturing the hill is the most important job on the match. In this case, the hill was free. Well, most of the time you'll be fighting with medium tanks or light tanks to conquer the hill, and gives advantage in fire support for the heavy supports map. This hill could also spot the tank destroyers camping in your spawn. In this case, eliminating them or disrupting them would bring a huge help for your heavies. While in the hill, take time to provide fire support for your team. In this way, the pushing enemy team gets confused to whether push or fall back, due to this hill being captured by the medium tanks or light tanks. As a medium tank, please don't camp on the hill. If the situation gets worse, be sure to move out as fast as you can to support your friendlies. Luckily, the 105 British Sherman scored more alpha damage than the regular 105 and 100mm guns of Tier 8 tanks, and managed to one-shot an Su-122, instead of waiting for another round to reload. The armor of this tank is not really that good compared to most tier 8 tanks. Your chassis is a tier 5 Sherman, so don't expect much to bounce a lot of shells with it. And lastly, finishing the last tank. I managed to take out this engine using adrenaline shots and included us, the winner of the match. In conclusion, the Sherman Revalorise is a tank that focuses on speed and firepower. Due to its alpha damage, which is comparable to a 120 gun, it's a medium tank that you need to flank and support the flanks of your teammate in order to win. So I'm rating it 5 VK100 out of 2 KV2s. This is Tanklors and thank you for watching. We will make more of these videos in the future and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you.